Star Wars fans all across the galaxy. This is Uneducated Star Wars Talk, brought to you by the Uneducated Network. I'm your host, Chris Lambert, and thanks for making me a part of your day. Now, if you watched my last episode, you know that episode 9 had a big vacancy in his director's chair that Colin Trevorrow and Lucasfilm decided to part ways because of creative differences. Well, yesterday they announced that J.J. Abrams, director of Episode 7, The Force Awakens, is stepping back in to finish up Episode 9. He's going to write and direct it. And this was pleasing to the ears because it was somebody that, Kathleen Kennedy and Lucasfilm, they're not going to butt heads with. It shouldn't be no more of these PR problems with at least this movie, at least. They had a good relationship during The Force Awakens, from what I heard. So this was not an obvious choice, but maybe a safe choice. And I don't want to say that word safe as in using it in a negative way, but this was a safe choice because they have a they clearly have a relationship with JJ already. He brought him a successful movie, one of the most successful movies in movie history. So it was not a no-brainer, but you can understand why they chose to go J.J. Abrams' way. Which concerns me, not strikes me, what concerns me about J.J. is his writing. And that's not to say he can't write or he's not a good writer. I don't know if he's a good writer. I know he's a great director. I liked it. I love The Force Awakens. I know Lawrence Kasdan had a big hand in writing that script and everything. So I want to see more so what his credentials is in the writing form. I know he's a great director. I love The Force Awakens, like I said. Loved Star Trek In the Darkness. He has a big hand in producing a lot of the other Star Trek movies, and I like those. So his directing chops, I'm not too concerned about that. It's just the writing part of the story. Want to focus. Interested to see how that turns out. I'm sure they wouldn't give him those duties if they didn't have the utmost confidence in his writing ability. They wouldn't just leave him to close out the trilogy with somebody they didn't have faith with. And like I said, he brought us the most financially successful movie in American history. So we can pretty much put our faith in JJ. And I'm curious to see how it turns out. No, really two big gripes about JJ. He was one of the names I said in my last video that who might get the gig, and like I just say, can't wait to see how it turned out. They end up moving the date back from the May date. I forget the actual date, but I know they was targeting to release episode 9 in May, but they end up pushing it back to December. And I'm okay with that because I like my Star Wars movies in December. It worked so far, having Star Wars around the holidays, so keep that up. But that's all with that. You got J.J. Abrams taking back over not taking back over, but you got J.J. Abrams taking over episode 9. And that was soothing news because now you don't have to worry about them butting heads with another director. It's somebody that Kathleen Kennedy herself gets along with well. They have history, like I said, with episode 7. And JJ has even had history with George Lucas himself, so he's in the Lucasfilm family. So, like I said, it made sense that they would pick JJ. But enough of that. I started the book Liea Princess of Alderan, and I'm not finished with it yet. I'm at least a quarter way through it. I forgot how long the book is, but it is great. Claudia Gray strikes again. She is now, at least from what I can tell now, she's 3 for 3 in Star Wars writing. She clearly is one of the best Star Wars writers in the land right now, and all her books are entertaining, greatly written, and this book follows suit. It's more of a political book from what I can gauge into it. It's Leia's dealing with the politics as being younger, and I love a lot of the connections even to The Last Jedi that we getting already in the book. We got Vice Admiral Holdo, Laura Dern's character in The Last Jedi. She's in the book as a youngin around Princess Leia's age because I forget what planet she's from, but she's from one of those core planets that's big to the Empire. And she's a bit odd in the book from where I've gotten right now, but I'm interested to see how her and Leia relationship further on and seeing them work together in The Last Jedi. Even my boy Will Huff Tarkin, he makes an appearance in the book, and I just love Tarkin, so I like seeing his different versions of him in different books. And got another one of him. The only gripe I have so far with the book is the narrator. I forget who's actually narrating the book, and the voice is not a Leia that I'm used to. So that took some adjusting in my ears, getting used to a different sound pitch for Leia and all those type of things. It's just not the Leia I'm used to hearing in other books that Leia's in. Her voice really on point. But in this one, it's a bit weird. Not to say that the narrator's voice is weird, but it's a weird take on Leia. It's not one I've heard before. But in all, great book so far. Can't wait to get more deep into it. Even from where I'm at in the book, which isn't too far, is a great book so far. Claudia Gray, like I said, one of the best Star Wars writers, probably the best Star Wars writers in the literature thing right now. So check that out if you can. And that's about it today. This will be a short video, short and sweet, straight to the point. Once I get done with Leia, I'll try to do a more in-depth review for y'all, let y'all see. And y'all check that book out too, because like I say, Claudia Gray, her writing will amaze you. It keeps you in the book, keeps you entertained and interested, and you want to know more. You want to know what happens next. She's just a great writer, one of the best Star Wars writers. But like I always say, the biggest thing why I do these videos is to know, what do y'all guys think? What do y'all think about JJ taking over episode 9? What do y'all think about the Leia book? If you haven't read the Leia book, let me know in the comments what you're interested in knowing about the book. Let me know how you feel about JJ taking over episode 9. What was some of your problems with episode 7? Do you think he did a good job? Do you think he's the right director to close out the trilogy? Let me know in the comments. As always, leave a like, share the page, leave a like on Facebook. I'm Chris Lambert. Until next time, you can catch me right here.